Here we go. Enzo Fernandez is going to be a Chelsea Blue. It took a long time for this to process through. A lot of money has been exchanged between Chelsea and Benfica. Right now, it looks like it's going to be 105 million, which is going to be the most for any player for Chelsea, which I'm a little hesitant because every time we've had a record signing for a player, it has not worked out. But Enzo Fernandez, I think, can break that curse/streak that we've been having with these record signings because he is such a young player. Already won a World Cup with Argentina, in case you did not know that a couple months ago. This player is phenomenal. Yes, he's still fairly young. There is a lot of potential where he can go. But the thing is that Chelsea wanted this player before the window closed in January because when it comes to the summer, Enzo most likely will went somewhere else. And the fact that we were able to get him now, lock him in for multiple seasons at Chelsea is going to be massive because Graham Potter now has the ingredients to really start cooking with all these young players to make a solid team, not for the rest of this season because he can definitely do that, but for the next couple seasons to go past this because we obviously have a lot of young talent that was signed just recently in this transfer, along with a lot of our youth players we already have at this club. And this is very exciting. Now, I don't know if he will start Friday against Fulham. It may be too early for him that one, even though he would be match fit. I'm not too sure if Graham Potter is going to take some time to bring him in and implement him in. He may come off the bench. We will have a video coming closer to that, obviously, with a press conference with Graham Potter talking about all the new signs. And obviously, he's going to be questioned quite a lot about Enzo. When you spend that much for a player, most of the media is going to talk about if he's going to start or not. And obviously, he will be in the spotlight for the rest of this season. Not just Enzo, but even Graham Potter now, because of the amount of money Chelsea just spent in this transfer window is astronomical. We've never seen a club do this before. This reminds you back in the first year with Roman Abramovich. So Todd Bowley, you have a little bit of Roman in you with how much you just spent to really get this whole team going in the right direction. You were not afraid to go and buy players. Yes, the rest of the whole Premier League will probably hate us for the rest of this season, if not the next couple of seasons, with all the players we did just buy, because obviously a lot of these players were on the radar for other clubs and they were looking at possibly getting them in this January transfer or in the summer, but we came in and snatched up quite a few young, talented players. Again, we don't need to name all of them because we've already done a video, but Enzo Fernandez is the newest Chelsea player to come to this club, which again, I'm very excited about this because Jorginho was out on his way. He went to Arsenal early this morning, which meant that Chelsea were really gung-ho on bringing in some type of midfielder, whether it was going to be Enzo or another player such as his caliber that to replace Jorginho, because we are very thin in our midfield. Most of our players are made of glass. I hate to say it again, it seems like we always pick up injuries, whether it's because they get rushed back too quickly or we have so many matches that they're not able to get fully match fit. And again, it leads to multiple injuries. So having these younger players, yes, there are a few that have picked up some injuries along the ways, but when you're a lot younger, you usually can heal up a little bit quicker, and typically you can get a little bit more of these players because once you start hitting those older ages, I should say, late 20s, early 30s, those legs are not exactly the same. I mean, as Phil Koita being one of those prime examples, yes, he's still able to play for us, but he's not the same player he was a decade ago, which is why we went out and bought all these young players because, like I said, we are looking to build a dynasty at this club, at Chelsea, so we can compete with Manchester City, we can compete with Arsenal, Manchester United, and all the other clubs, not just in the Premier League, but in the Champions League. Now, the big takeaway now, though, is that we need to finish in the top four, which, again, I've been saying it all season long. I think we can still do that. And with all the players we just brought in from this January transfer window, I think we can easily push back and get into the top four. Yes, it's going to be very difficult, but with all these players that we have a lot of momentum going forward to, again, get the ship going in the right direction, because it has been all over the place in position wise. We're still technically in the middle of the table, but I think we can easily start chipping away at that. I can't remember exactly. I think we're 8-9 points from fourth place. So again, it's not that far of contention, because if Newcastle, Manchester United, even Manchester City start dropping points, again, we can slowly start catching up to those positions. Now, I don't think we're going to get very close to making maybe second, but fourth is doable with this season yet, and especially with the players that were coming in. So I want to know what you guys think about Enzo Fernandez coming in. So comment down below. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that. It helps get this video to more and more fans such as yourself. And that is it. And I will see you in our next video.